Hello again. I'd like to show you another one of my rifles out of my collection. This is an 1876 Swedish Rolling Block, 12.7 by 54R rimmed case. It's basically a 50 caliber. This particular unit is a cavalry carbine. There was another short rifle used, and that was a bunker carbine. It had different furniture on the front. The forestock would come up to the front of the barrel, and it would have a metal cap protecting both the crown as well as the forestock. And in the bunker, when you swing a rifle around in small confined spaces, the cap would protect the barrel as well as the wood furniture. This particular carbine, being a cavalry carbine, would have spent its existence in a leather scabbard on a horse. Now, this particular firearm, it is serial number 3907 on every little bit of furniture, screws, clamps, forward blade sight, elevator, frame, trigger, hammer, buttstock, you name it. It's 3907, matching numbers all the way down, including the brass butt plate on the back. And this particular firearm was never issued to a regiment, and the way you can tell that is the stock disc here. The stock disc would have received a regiment number as well as the rifle number in that regiment, and that same number would have been transposed onto the butt. And that way, if the stock disc ever got lost, the number would still be etched into the stock, and they'd be able to track the rifle that way. But in this case, it spent its entire existence in the armory safe, never issued. So this rifle was manufactured and put into storage, and then put into civilian use. It still has all the original bluing, which is 100%, and there's nowhere anywhere on this particular firearm. And originally this would have been a double striker rimfire, and the armory, when they put it into civilian use, they converted that into a center fire. And what it takes is that, a 12.7 by 54R or 50 caliber rim-fired case. And again, this one is center fire conversion. Now, the safety on this is in the hammer. You pull it back first click, safety is on. You can pull the trigger, you can drop it, nothing is going to happen. That's locked into place. And you have to pull it all the way back, pull back the loading gate. You have the extractor here, load your round, single shot, close it back up again, and it's ready to fire. When it's fired, you extract, the extractor pulls it out, and ready for the next round. And close it up, and there you go. And leave it like that in storage. Anyway, the rear elevator sight is marked from 100, 300, and 350 yards. Unfortunately, the camera won't pick up that close, but anyway, the elevator, just move it and it will adjust to whatever distance you want to shoot at, up to 350 yards. And the bullet on this, it's a 385 grain soft lead hollow point, 50 caliber. The grains I use GoX Triple FG, and it takes 72 grains of powder, but this case will not take a full 72 grains without overflowing, so I have to add a little bit at a time, compress the load, add some more powder, compress it again up until the point where the bullet is ready to be pressed in, and then you just put the bullet on and compress it the final way on your press, and it's ready to fire. And it's actually quite a heavy round, and at 50 cal, even if it's an antique, as an antique, this will still take down any big game if it's in range. And from bear to deer to elk or moose or whatever, that's more than enough to drop an animal. And anyway, I don't use this particular firearm for hunting. This is just I take it out maybe once or twice a year and put a round or two through it and oil it up. This is one of my prized possessions. 1876 50 caliber Swedish Rolling Block cavalry carbine. Thanks for watching.